Hi everyone. I'm really landing on something right now, and I wanted to share it with you because it feels really significant, both to individually where I think a lot of people are right now, and then on a bigger scale, how we can come together, help each other, shift energy on the planet, and elevate the frequency band that we're living in. And that's the idea or the concept of love. Everybody has an idea what love is based on our past experiences. We are all constantly, I think, trying to deepen our level of love, our understanding of love. It's the most written about thing, songs, music, literature. The idea of love permeates everything, and I do believe that it's the key essence for all of us to embrace. But what I'm landing on, or what I'm coming to right now, is I think we're all a little broken. I think we all have these distortions, these limitations on love, these just limited beliefs even of things that we've come to somehow think or equate to as what love is. But love is that vibrational frequency, the frequency band that I truly believe will completely harmonize our internal world and our external world when we move past the limitations and the distortions that we have placed on the concept or the idea of love, or even our own heart. How do we do that? How do we move into a greater, vaster, more expansive energy of love? We have to retire all of our old preconceived understandings and notions about what love is, what constitutes as love. We have to move beyond the Anahata chakra, which is limited in its understanding of balancing love. In order to really come into the band of energy that's going to propel us massively forward as a whole species to this new world, new reality, whatever you want to call it, we have to retire all those old energies around love, grief, heartbreak, how we may think of love as, in respect to another person, this is my soulmate or my twin flame, or I just feel like there's all of these outdated concepts and constructs around love. So while the Beatles told us love is all there is, while there's a whole peace, love, and light generation that kind of grabbed onto that, there's still a limitation to that energy of love, because it is more of an energy of love in a duality-based system, not a system of oneness. So how do we expand? How do we open that up? How do we allow ourselves to, okay, I'm just done with all the old stuff, all the old limitations, all the old distortions. I don't want to live there anymore. I want to help to vibrate internally and then also externally at a higher band of frequency, so that I bring others up to that band with me. I think we have to be a little bit, maybe some tough love with ourselves if we've been stewing in a lot of trauma or working through a lot of old stuff, it's time to move it through. I don't think the time that we're living in now has any more time for us to kind of, I'm going to use the word selfish. I don't like that so much, but to selfishly explore what occurred to us when we were 12 or 13, that lodge this there and understand it fully and completely. I don't think that we have that time anymore. I think the time now is for us to really move that out, release that, and we can only do that by going into that energy of love, kind of squeezing in behind the heart center, going big, pulling it in, squeezing it in, and then expanding it back out. We have to find ways to clear it and let it go now, so that we can elevate that band of loving frequency much higher. This feels really, really important to me moving forward. So I'm really dedicating a huge chunk of my life, my time, my energy in expanding that band of love. Being done once and for all. I'm not going to write any more forgiveness letters. I'm not going to, work on healing the heart. It's got to energetically level up at this point. So that is my main 100% energy that I'm focusing on as I move forward. And it corresponds to February. I know a lot of people think, oh, Valentine's Day, how sweet. It's not anything about Valentine's Day. It's not anything about, again, these old, outdated perspectives of love. This is me saying it's time that I step forward in a bigger way and fully release all this energy that I've been holding on to, whether it's manifested as a rotator cuff injury or continues to rear its ugly head when I'm triggered by those closest to me. It's all stuff. I could all day long kind of mentally go through and unpack it, but I don't feel at a very deep level that that's where we need to be anymore, what that's work is. I think our work now is saying, okay, I respect every piece that went into making me who I am and everything that happened to me in the past to get to me to where I am now. But now in 2023, I need to expand my energy field around love and go into a greater understanding of love, a more expansive vibrational field of love, and totally dismantle all that old stuff and release it for good. It's the key. This greater energy of love is really the key. And we can't tackle it with outdated beliefs about love. So that's what's landing for me in a big way. And I'm going to be working with that quite a bit. And I'll share with you anything that comes to me. And if you want to join me, please do. I think that we all agree, whether we've been in psychotherapy working through these issues, whether we've been in yoga class working through these issues, whether we've been griping with our friends about these issues, that is the time for that's over. And that we really have to make the commitment personally to move past that in a greater respect. And I'm not saying ignore it, and I'm not saying spiritually bypass it. That is not what I'm saying. Own what is ours, but then say, I'm ready to expand expand my energy field around the concepts of love even greater. And I'm ready to really beam that expansive greater love out into the world so that I can, be that beacon for others, so we can all we can all release those limited beliefs of love and concepts of love. So love is timeless. Love and the vibration of love has existed since the beginning of time, or before the beginning of time, and it's, I believe, the frequency band that will move us forward in a big way, that will get us through any challenges that come up personally, globally. But if we're not in the right frequency of love, if we're still in a distorted frequency, it won't. Even though we may be loving, love and light, even though we may be there and we think that that's positive, it's still not the right frequency, because it's still a limited capacity. We're still going into it with all that gook. So I'm ready to let that go. I'm ready to expand. I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to really step into that vaster, timeless self as a being who vibrates at a greater, expansive energy of love. And I welcome you to join me. Thoughts for today. And no alligator came out of there to get me during the recording of this, so I'm happy.